We're gonna be live. I think we're live. Anyway, welcome everybody and shalom. Hope you're all doing well on this Friday night, August 18th. Shalom. Hope you're all doing well on this Friday night, August 18th. Shalom. Hope you're all doing well on this. grab the remote. Mm. Yeah, I forgot to mute that. That's a rookie move. Anyway, let me grab some water while I wait for people to come in. Should grab that first. All right. Hope y'all had a wonderful day. Hope you had a great Friday. I did. I worked outside all day. All day. Almost done with my lot. Actually, I'm kind of done with it. I got a lot of picking up to do. Some more brush to haul away. Get the rest of the dump load tied up and about done. It took a week. Not bad. I think one day I took off. I didn't. I can't remember. Worked almost every day out there, but anyway, the whole lot is cleared of trees. All the trees are cut up into firewood, and anyway, a little bit more to stack on that. Anyway, so I'm tired, beat tired. My body's beat up too, man. I got hurt this week a lot. I fell a few times hard, tripped, smashed both my kneecaps. I got cut on both my legs, both my ankles, both my knees, my hands. My cat attacked me too. He bit me and mauled my arm. Anyway, so I'm kind of beat up, but I had a good week. I got a lot done. Very productive week, so I'm happy about that. I always did Sabbath when I worked, and I just really lately I haven't really made a point to take one day off a week because I don't work anymore. I haven't worked for 5 years, so I mean I've worked, but I mean I'm retired now, so I'm not worried about taking one day off a week anymore. I got every day off, so anyway, but I do suggest that nobody should work 7 days a week. It's not good for you. I did for practically my whole life, and best thing I ever did was take one day a week off. So anyway, but I'm not really a real stickler about taking Saturdays off anymore because I don't work anymore. So anyway, and I'm retired. I'm actually about a year and a how far am I? Actually, I'm about 2 years from retirement. Well, I should say getting my retirement. So it's kind of but I will say I am tired. It was kind of a long week. So if anybody wanted to play Bible trivia tonight, you could. Or I should say we could. Not like I'm just going to put it up there and walk away. But yeah, I got a lot done today. This whole week was great. It was very productive. I got a few indoor projects too. I've been working on at night. But I don't know how long I'm going to be on here tonight. I'm kind of tired. It depends if people come in or not. If they come in, I will get a second wind. And if somebody wants to come in and join me, I'd be all pepped up. I wouldn't be tired at all. That water's good. But yeah, just kind of hanging out, chilling. We just finished up another series of Canaanite gods. Canaanite gods, and well, that was after the Roman gods, the Olympian gods, and the Egyptian gods. I know I was missing something. But anyway, so I see my cat just came back. So I will have something new to start on Monday. Next Monday. Today's Friday. We got Saturday and Sunday. And Monday we'll be starting a new series. I haven't decided which one yet because I really haven't thought about it. Well, hey, Galax, good to see you again tonight. Hope you had a great Friday. Hope all is well with you. I hope you had a good day. But yeah, so Monday we'll be starting a new series. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. That was a large series we just ended up. It lasted a few months. So either we'll go back into the New Testament or maybe doing some doublets. I'm not sure. Oops. My thing is kind of touchy here. Anyway, how you doing tonight, Galax? Yeah, so probably do that. I don't know why my phone's kind of acting up. Sometimes when it's in the holder, it sometimes it will act funny. It'll be like it's pushing buttons. Anyway, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out a little bit. We could play a couple rounds of Bible trivia questions, or not, whatever you guys want to do. I just came in. It was a long day, but it couldn't be nicer. Our days have been in the 70s. It's just been perfect. Poor Dee, she's been over 100 degrees every day for over a month. I think they just came down into the 80s and 90s for a couple days. But tomorrow we were going to be up. We're going to hit a few 90s in the next week. So anyway, so I'm glad I got all that physical hard work labor out of the way, because 90 is not no fun to work in. I'm going to pull up my Bible Jeopardy. Let me get this over here. All right. Here we go. Oh, over here. Bible Trivia, Bible Jeopardy. Same thing. What else? I don't know of anything else. I have not been on the computer. I don't know if there's any news or anything happening today. I've kind of been off the internet, so not really sure if anything exciting happened today. But not in my world anyway. So yeah, hopefully everything's good with everybody. Well, it's a little closer so we can see. There we go. All right. So Fridays just kind of like to have an open chat, talk about anything that you want, and or we can talk about anything you want. And I like to run through a few rounds of Bible trivia questions, like doing some sit-ups and push-ups of the mind. So here we go. This is actually on a site called ads are popping up everywhere. Bible Jeopardy, Christianity.com, Trivia, Jeopardy, Google, Vignet. Not sure why that's on Anyway, so I'm going to refresh this because I'll get a new game up here. Not a thrill of these categories here, so we're gonna refresh. Anything new with anybody? I hope all is well. There you go. All right. Fresh categories here. So we have geography of the Old Testament. Quotes, Old Testament. Who said what to whom? Old Testament. Fill in the blanks. Geography, objects, or quotes. I'm not sure I like these categories either. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I'm going to refresh it one more time. Oh. Okay, there it goes. I hit one more time. We'll take whatever comes up. Okay. Okay. I think it just got worse. There's a geography again. I don't like geography that much. But anyway, we'll live with it. And so here's the categories. In the beginning, period of the judges between Joshua and Samuel. Boring. Teachings of Jesus, parables of the Messiah, which is funny to even say that. Anyway, geography, people, that's vague, and timeline, very vague. I don't know if I've ever seen these categories before. I want to refresh it one more time, but I could be here all night doing that. I'm still not thrilled with these categories, but let's just do the teachings of Jesus, parables of the Messiah. And if anybody doesn't know, yeah, you spent years trying to forget this stuff. Yeah, no, don't worry. I think this is funny because Jesus has not fulfilled any of the messianic prophecies yet. But anyway, so to call him the Messiah is kind of premature, you know what I mean? Since he hasn't done the Messiah stuff yet. Anyway, let's go to Teachings of Jesus, Parables of the Messiah for 200. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see. For 200 points, why do many who hear the gospel of the kingdom take root, yet bring no fruit to perfection? Because they have not gone to school? Because they're choked with the cares and pleasures? Maybe. Because they are meek in the spirit? Because they love God and seek his will? They bring no fruit because they love God? I'd say the cares of the world. The cares of this, whatever. Did I just do that? Yeah, I did. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. It's cares of the world. Actually, the King James says, yeah, anyway. You know what it is. All right, 200 points. Or $200. Maybe it's dollars. Here it says dollars. You get to the backboard and it turns into points. Kind of like the casino. Casino's backwards. It turns points turns into dollars. Here the dollars turns into points. It's opposite. All right, $400. Teachings of Jesus, $400. You know what it looks like? It looks like it said farting. Does that not look like it said farting? It says, are not two blank sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall to the ground without the father? Well, first of all, sheep don't fall on the ground. This one's kind of a given. It's a sparrow. It's a sparrow. It could be a raven or a dove because they fly. Sheep don't fly, but it's a sparrow. Is not two sparrows sold for a farthing? There's so many scholarly education programs into that Norse has that ignorance has no excuse. Yeah, I know. But you know, some people don't want to invest in it. Ding, 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 ding. That is correct. It was two sparrows. That one was the easy one too. Sheep don't fly, nothing I've seen. Maybe. You just never know. All right. And that was easy. And it's for 600. Ding, ding, ding. I spent a lot of time, though. I mean, back when I was working, I used to work 7 days a week. Then back in 2016, I started taking one day off a week. And I used that day to study, and then I studied at nights. And then when I moved up here, I studied every day. And you know what? It was like it was like pulling a thread on a sweater and the whole thing unraveled. Anyway, question for 600 points. What parable of Jesus did the scribe, chief priests, and elders perceive was spoken against them? The vineyard, the prodigal son, the lost coin, or the talents? I think it's the talents. I think it's the talents, but not sure. Vineyard, prodigal son. It's not the prodigal son. Well, you know what? It could be, because actually the prodigal son, I think it's the talents too. The guy that, because one dude hid his in the ground, the other guys tried to do something with theirs, but yeah, I think it's the talents too. So we'll go with talents. But the prodigal son, yeah, oh, it's the vineyard. It's the vineyard. I thought it was talents too, but you know what? Because they were sitting around all the time, challenging Jesus, so it could be anyone. The vineyard. You know what else? The prodigal son could also be against the scribes and chief priests and Pharisees, because they left, and then did I just do that? I had a delay. I thought I scrapped the whole game. All right. It's so delayed here when I click this thing. Teachings of Jesus for 800. Yep. The vineyard. Yep. Which of the following parables was not used by Jesus? Great Supper, foolish virgins, building a tower, good and bad grapes. Following parables was not, well, the Great Supper was not a parable. Which of the following parables was not used by Jesus? The Great Supper is not a parable. Foolish virgins is a parable. Building a tower is a parable. Good and bad grapes is a parable. Tower. Building a tower. What Great Supper was a parable? We'll do tower. I don't remember a parable about a Great Supper, though, either. And incorrect. It was the good and the bad grapes. Jesus didn't do grapes. That's kind of weird. Yeah. All right. We'll keep going. We're going to finish this category at 1,000. Oh, see, it's got a delay on it. $1,000. For $1,000, parables of Jesus. Oops. Oh, it's loading. It's kind of a delay. All right, so for 1,000 points or dollars, then said Jesus unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the blank of the sheep. All that ever came before me were thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the shepherd of the sheep, the door of the sheep, the keeper of the sheep, the life of the sheep. I don't know. Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the blank of the sheep. The shepherd? I think that's too obvious. I feel it's a trick question. I don't think it's a shepherd. I think it's the door. Yes, I think it is the door. You know why? Because the thieves and robbers come through the windows and down the chimney, and the sheep go through the door. All that came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I think it's a door. This doesn't really even make sense. Then Jesus said to them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the blank of the sheep. I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me. This doesn't even sound familiar. I know these scriptures, and this sounds like they're mixing two of them together. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I don't know. Shepherd seems just too obvious. I am the keeper of the sheep. Life of the sheep, keeper, door. Oh. Don't know. I'm just going to guess door. Correct. Ding, ding, ding. It is the door. Door. Because the reason I guess that is because when he's talking about the thieves and robbers don't use the door. They come in the window and down the chimney or whatever they said. Like Santa Claus. But he uses the door or something like that. All right, new category. That was a weird category. And you know what's hard to do that because you can have four gospels tell the same parable in four different ways. We've actually found things that are wrong with this game. We have actually caught errors in this game, and also we caught errors in my Bible trivia book. We'll just do people for 200. When Herod put Peter in prison, intending to hand him over to the Jews to be killed, who rescued him? That was an easy one. Angel of the Lord. As a matter of fact, James and John, a centurion soldier. It was the angel of the Lord, and then when he got done, he ran to the house and knocked on the door, and I can't remember her name, but she came and looked at him. This is the book of Acts. It's got to be the book of Acts. And she looked at him, and she's got so freaked out. She shut the door and ran and told everybody, and he kept knocking on the door. I think this is the book of Acts, and I think it's the angel of the Lord, but I don't know. Anyway. We'll just guess angel of the Lord. Ding, ding, ding. It is correct, and it is the angel of the Lord is Acts 12:7. Because yes, it was actually they kind of that's the same story that happened in the play The Bacchae, I think. Well, I know Paul's story lines up with that Bacchus, the play The Bacchus. All right, 400. That was an easy one. For $400 or points. What did someone in the crowd say of the disciples to mock as their preach? Oh, this is an easy one. That they were drunk. It's only 9:00 in the morning. How can they be drunk? But yeah, they're drunk. Had high fevers, demon possessed, crazy. No, they suggested that they were drunk. And he said, how can we be drunk? It's only, that's also in the book of Acts, chapter 2 or 3. I can't remember. Chapter 2. Yep, said that they were drunk in chapter 2 of Acts. That was an easy one. They said, how can they be drunk? It's only 9:00 in the morning. I don't know, but they were. All right. People for $600 or points. All right. For 600 points. How does Agur, the son of Jacob, describe himself near the end of the book of Proverbs? He calls himself a baby. He calls himself the most stupid person there is. He praises himself. He calls himself pretty. I'm so pretty. Book of Proverbs. I have no idea. I don't know. Agur, the son of Jacob. I have no idea. I'd have to guess on this one. Calls himself the most stupid person there is. Praises himself. Calls himself pretty. Calls himself a baby. Gosh. I don't know. Calls himself a baby? I don't know. I have no idea. Proverbs. Calls himself the most stupid person there is. Yeah, that is the end of Proverbs 30. There's a proverb for, I think there's a proverb, I think there's 30 proverbs, just one for each day. And that is the end of the Proverbs, isn't it? End of the book of Proverbs, yes. Yeah, I don't know. That was a total guess. Didn't know anything about that one. PayPal for $800. People. All right. Joel describes the Lord as gracious and merciful, loving and kind, faithful and just and avenging. I'm going to say faithful and just. We're going to go with that one. I don't know. It could be gracious and merciful. Didn't I say faithful and just? What just happened here? I said faithful and just. Oh, it's gracious and merciful. Oh, okay. That was my other guess. Gracious and merciful. I didn't, Joel. It's been a while since I wrote Joel. The red Joel. And 1,000. Oh, they're getting hard at $1,000. $1,000. To whom is the third John epistle letter addressed to? The lady and her children, to Gaius, to John, to Apollos. Actually, yes, there are 3 letters. One is, oh my goodness. One of them is to the lady elect and her children, which is the lady that runs the church and the other people. Gaius, I don't remember which one is Gaius. None of them are addressed to John or Apollos, I don't think. So it's either I know one of them is Lady Elect, so I'm just going to go with that. It's either 1st, 2nd, or 3rd John is Lady Elect. Not incorrect. Gaius? Yeah, is Gaius. Yep. It was one of the 2. So yeah, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is one is Gaius, one is the Lady Elect, and I can't remember what the 3rd one is. Oh, actually, one of them might be Apollos. The 3rd one might be Apollos. Because I was shocked that he's writing to Apollos. Somebody named Apollos. All right. Not a fan of the rest of the categories. We're going to go one more category in the beginning for $200 or points. All right. Where in Eden did the Lord God plant a garden? Where in Eden did the Lord plant the garden? Eastward, southward, northward, or westward? North, east, south, or west? Gosh, I never paid attention to that. I thought it was in the midst of the garden. Oh, the garden itself. Okay. The tree was in the midst of the garden. Where was the garden? I don't know. No idea. I'm going to say eastward, but I have no idea. Never saw the direction. Oh, it is eastward. Okay. You know why? The reason I guessed eastward is because a lot of religions, they face east when they pray. I don't know. I don't know. But again, that is where the sun comes up. You know what I'm saying? Sunrise in the east. Anyway, I think some people might pray to the east because that's where the sun comes up. And they do it in the morning too. Let's see here. How old was Moses when the floodwaters came upon the face of the earth? It was none of these. 600, 700, 300. Oh, he was 600 years old. Started building the things allegedly when he was 500. Flood came. He's about 600 years old. Oh, incorrect? What? Didn't I say 600 years old? Oh, it was none of these. Yeah. I didn't even think of none of these. You know what? He was 500 years old, and the flood came when he was. Wait, how old was Moses when the floodwaters came? Well, he was 5. Technically, he was 500 and something. Get real. He was 500 when he started building the ark, and it took him 100 years. It was about 600. Maybe he was 580 or something. Actually, I'm going to ask. Where's my phone? Here it is. In the beginning. I'm going to ask Google. It was 560 or something. How old was Noah when the flood hit?
Here is some information for how old was Noah by the time of the flood. According to Wikipedia, Quran 29-14 states that Noah had been living among the people who he was sent to for 950 years when the flood started. Indeed, we sent Noah to his people, and he remained among them for 1,000 years, less 50. Then the flood overtook them, while they persisted in wrongdoing.
Did you hear what she said? According to the Quran. The Quran. I was right. Noah is 600 years old. I know my phone's all messed up, but Noah is 600 years old. I was right. According to the Bible, it was 600 years. It says it right here. Google it. Noah is 600 years old when the flood hit. So, see, that's wrong. But I don't know. Anyway. Because he was 5 when he started building it. It took him 100 years to build it, and it was 600, and that's what Google just said. 600 years old when the flood hit. But according to the Quran, it was 1,000 years or whatever they said. All right, what was the first animal that left Noah's Ark? A raven, a dove, a sheep, or a pigeon? Well, a dove, this is tricky because it's which first one. A dove and a raven both left. The sheep never left, and a pigeon never left. It was a raven and a dove. One went first, came back and didn't do nothing. Actually, the dove came back first. The first one that left was a dove and came back with a leaf in his mouth. Remember? It was I don't know, olive branch or leaf or something. The dove went first. And then the raven went and never came back. So the first animal left, I'm going to say, is a dove. Oh, incorrect. Oh, the raven left first. Okay, I got it mixed up. The raven. So it was a raven and a dove, both left. One was first. So the raven went first. And I heard people say this is a Mandela effect, that it was a dove. No, it's a raven. No, actually, it was both a dove and a raven. I just got mixed up. But no, it's not a Mandela effect. It was both the raven and the dove. One went first, and the other one went second. And they figured it must have hit land because he didn't come back. But you always see the picture of that dove with a leaf in his mouth. I don't know. I just think it's a symbol for peace. It should be a symbol for dry land. Who built a city and named it after the name of his son Enoch? Cain, Lamech, Jabal, or Terah? This is the easy one. This is Cain. Ding, 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 ding. It better be correct. Because Cain had a son, and it was Enoch. Enoch is Cain's son. The bad boy. He was a bad boy. Killed his brother. All right. And one more left. Last one. In the beginning, let's see if... Last question. Then I'm going to wrap this up. There we go. Which of the following was not a river branched off from the river that flowed through the Garden of Eden? Euphrates, Hiddekel, Arnon, or Gihon? Actually, Euphrates is definitely the river. Gihon is definitely a river. Arnon and branched off from the river. Well, we know Euphrates and Gihon is, but Hiddekel and Arnon. I've never heard of Hiddekel. I'd be shocked. But anyway, what do I know? I'll guess Hiddekel. Would anybody ever hear Hiddekel branch off from the Garden of Eden? We know Euphrates. Gihon. What was the other one? All right, I don't know about Hiddekel. What was Hiddekel? Incref. What was it? Arnon? It was Arnon. Yeah, I never heard of Hiddekel, and I never heard of Arnon. Yeah, I'll probably wrap it up. Hit a couple of easy questions real quick on our way out. Timeline, we'll hit it 200 and then I'll say goodnight. When Daniel heard that there was a law forbidding prayer to his God, what did he do? He just stopped praying, turned himself into the king. He hid. He prayed, giving thanks and asking for help. And as a matter of fact, this is interesting. I just said something about facing the east when they pray. Of course, they're probably facing Jerusalem to the east. Is Babylon west of Jerusalem? Yes. So wouldn't they be facing west? Anyway. He prayed, giving thanks and asking for help. Yes, he did. He rebelled against the new law, where he had to bow down and pray. When you hear the sound of the harp and the lyre and the timbre and timbrel and all these other instruments, you have to bow down to the king. And he said, no can do. And he prayed and he gave thanks, but he did face, and he went to the open window where everybody could see him pray to God in the east or whatever. He was facing Jerusalem, allegedly. So when he faced Jerusalem with the window wide open, let everybody see. This is my answer. Last question for the night. Uh-oh. Thought I clicked the wrong one. Yes, he prayed, giving thanks for help. Yes, he did. And then they lived happily ever after. I'm just reading the rest of this here. All these ads keep popping up. Yep. All right, that's why I'm going to quit. Daniel heard there was a law forbidding prayer. Yes, he did. Forbidding prayer. That's funny. Anyway, all right, well, I'm going to say good night. Here's my. Yeah, we got. There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to say good night, you guys. I hope y'all have a great Friday evening. Have an awesome Saturday. Have a great day tomorrow. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow night. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow night. Either open chat or something. I don't know. Something the next 2 nights. And then Monday night we start a new series. So anyway, thanks for coming in, Galax. It was good to see you tonight. And anybody else that came in, if you're listening on the replay, I thank you for listening on the replay. Thanks everybody. Good night. And there you go. Gotta take it out of the holders for it to work. All right. So good night, everybody.